I wonder why I can't hear everyone else, because we have...
Unless everyone's already like preemptively muted their microphones because they know that we're conversation heavy and won't take any interactions at all.
Can you do a sound check? Yeah, viewer 4, let's do a sound check. I agree, something's not quite right with the sound. Bear with me for 1 second. For those of you who are brand new to join me, it's an interesting software. This is what you have to do. You have to call in. So like you'll be able to see the screen, but you may not have the audio. The audio is separate, and you can either just call by computer or internet, or just on a good old-fashioned phone. So of course, the frustrating thing is if you haven't already done that, you don't know what I'm saying. Exactly. So that's why we have this visual here that hopefully directs people in the right way. But
maybe you just put a quick little message in there to say refer to on-screen instructions.
Testing. That would do absolutely no help whatsoever. But yeah, guys, welcome. I think this is the first advanced training that we've done.
No, we had one last week.
Yeah, well, I wasn't. Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did it by yourself without my supervision, which I mean.
No, we hadn't actually implemented the different things. Then I just.
Oh, you just did quite an advanced session.
I don't think it was particular. I mean, maybe, yeah, but no, this is the first official advanced training.
Well, there we go.
And we really have to step up to the plate.
It's early, isn't it?
You are anything but advanced, bro.
I'm amateur.
Oh, wait, I heard a dog. How strange. So, like, I didn't hear a human, but I heard a dog. So at least I'm getting something back from you guys. Woof woof. I also have 4 dogs, but I've created them right now because they
all got muzzles on.
No, they don't. I would
Cruelly.
No, I wouldn't do that. They're just in the crate. Soundcheck. Thanks, Brett. I appreciate that. Brett, welcome as well. I know that you're good friends with Matt Morrow, and he tells me a lot of good stuff about you. And yeah, appreciate you being here, man. It's awesome. So today we wanted to talk about one of the features that for some reason goes under the radar quite a lot on stage, but I've started to use it quite a bit on my campaigns. And I think it's firstly very useful, and secondly, it's kind of cool, like just to implement into your campaign. So we're going to take you through the lightbox. Now, I didn't know what a lightbox was only a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, me and Bryn we're learning every single week here. But it's something that I think when you know how to use it, I think it will probably feature on all of your campaigns.
Yeah, definitely. When implemented properly, it's probably one of your most useful tools.
Yeah, cool. Look at 3 different things. First, how it works. We're going to use an image and a GIF, and we're going to use also HTML code input. You don't have to be a coder. You just have to be able to copy and paste well. So we say advanced. I mean, there would be people that I muted and my dog says, sorry guys. No, dogs don't need to apologize to me. I'm a dog person, don't worry about it. So, and then finally we're going to say, like, how could we use this? How could we actually effectively market and monetize this? So firstly, why don't we show you how these things work? We're going to kick things off right now. And it's my trusty old Vima campaign. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to refresh this page, and of course what you're going to see is the video playing. Now, this, just looks like but what I love about this is when I try and either hit the back button or go back up to my address bar, when the mouse reaches a certain point on the screen, it basically does this. So hopefully you could see that. It kind of dimmed out the rest of the screen and started to play an image or a GIF of my choice, which of course is going to link away to my Vima store. So what it is like I think it's like a couple of millimeters, and I don't know how it works, but it does work. You can basically put in any banner, any ad, anything that you like, and have something come up and prompt people not to leave your site. The more time they spend on your site, the more likely you are to get conversions. So so I thought that was really cool, and we'll show you how to do that in a minute. But one other example, and you'll know why we show this example in a minute, is using HTML code for the same sort of thing, same functionality, just a different end product. So slightly different stage. We're working on a stage project at the moment for something called the Supercharged Network. We're actually going to crush what they do because it's so good. But here we go. So when I scroll up to leave the page, I get, hey, don't go anywhere without putting in your form and your email and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. Like, I really like how it works. I just think it's a real powerful tool, and you can click away from it. And by the way, it won't repeatedly do it. It's not like I'm stuck on the page. So if I go up here now, it's not going to happen. Just happens on that very first interaction with your address bar.
It's almost like a lifeline for you to reach out to the person who's on your campaign. And the fact that it doesn't come up repeated times, you know, it doesn't annoy them.
I think it would be too intrusive if it just kept doing it over and over again.
It'd be an abrasive feature as opposed to a useful feature.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So we have images and GIFs, and we also have HTML code. The latter was a HTML code. What we actually did was we used Jotform, which I know that we've talked about before, and we just copy and paste that into there, and we're going to show you exactly how to do it. Sound good?
Sounds amazing to me.
Cool. All right, well, I'm going to close these two down because we don't need them anymore, and we're going to get to your very favorite lady in the world.
I love her.
Yeah, well,
so much.
So this is Taylor Swift, and
look at those eyes, piercing.
Yeah, she's all right. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to use this call to action. So of course, what we're going to do is we're going to head to the back office, and we are going to head to our Taylor Swift campaign. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the widget section, and remember, everything that you implement into your campaigns is color coordinated. So anything that's blue is main, and that's going to go directly under the video. Anything yellow is right to the right of the video, top to the top of the video, and green actually within the video itself. And the lightbox feature is actually part of the video itself. So you're looking for the green. So we're going to head all the way to the end, and what you'll see there is a call to action and a light box. So what we're looking right now, and we're going to cover call to action next week, by the way, because there's so much that you can do with that we want to show you.
Get really creative with it.
Yeah, but for now, we're going to go light box, and we're going to click to add, and it's going to say added, and now we're just going to close the widget section down. So what you'll see here is this dotted line, and the light box has now been added. Okay, and we want to show you both. We're going to show you images, and we're also going to show you HTML input on this. But all we do, just like with every widget, we hit the pencil to edit. Okay, and now this is where we decide how your stages are going to behave within this campaign. So we have either banner or custom HTML, as we mentioned. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're just going to upload a banner. So I'm going to select one from my images over here, and how's about we use something like and by the way, ideally when you're doing a banner, it should be within 300 by 300. You don't want like a huge image to come and take over the screen. So in this case, this is well, it's 299 by 299. It says click here to join our Facebook group. I'm going to click that, and then what I also need to do is find out where I want that to redirect. So we have Taylor Swift's Facebook page up here. We're going to copy that link. We're going to come back to our campaign, and we're going to paste it in here. Okay, and we're going to just say, you can have it glowing like
Got like a little shadow behind it.
Yeah. So we're just going to put in black so it'll dim the background a little bit, and we're going to save that now. Okay, so what happens here is when we refresh a video or a stage,
the live campaign
that is in this campaign, you're going to hopefully see what we want you to see. So here we go. So we took the autoplay off. As much as I wanted to hear the intro blank space 1,000 times, we've just taken it off autoplay. But remember, now I'm going to go, and there you go. Click here to join our Facebook group. We're going to click into it. It'll be a live link, and it's going to take us to Taylor Swift's thing. Now, I don't know how. I'm just saying that it's a functionality possibility.
It's almost like a final form of a call to action, I think.
Yeah.
You know, the example you used with the form, or you know, you could have a more emotive image than that. Obviously, if you've got click here to join our Facebook group, that could link straight through to the stage user group for all we know. So
yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of ways to get creative with it, to get that final sort of like push, that final sort of little piece of engagement. But I don't know how we'd monetize people joining Taylor Swift's Facebook group.
No.
Except for the fact that they're going to be exposed to the greatest musical sensation the world has ever known.
All right, you wordy mofo. Right, okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm just going to remove this light box and, hey dog, and then and then I'm going to refresh this. And now what you'll see is this time when I go up to, there's no light box feature. By the way, I love how quickly, like, it becomes instantly interactive. It's just crazy. So the second to show you, I don't have sound.
You were 9.
You were 9.
You sat there this whole time?
This is advanced training. If you can't get sound, you are in big trouble on advanced training, let me tell you that. Okay.
Maybe type a quick message for them.
Guys,
I'm just going to bring up the...
Bear with me for 1 second. Yeah, but obviously I've done that already. The Join Me webinar image wasn't enough.
Yeah, but what if they came in late?
Okay. Hey, viewer 9.
Bear with us, guys.
And possibly others. You must call in via internet, computer, or a phone for sound. Oops. There you go. And yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things about Join Me.
Maybe like next week we have to have to download it each time.
No, only once on a device.
Maybe next week for basic training, we just have a training purely on
how to get on the webinar.
Yeah, Wayne, you don't have to be there for this one. I know you'll probably be on anyway, but feel free to skip that one, Wayne. And we make it mandatory for all the people in the stage user group, and if they don't turn up, they're gone. They're cut from our lives.
So yeah, I think it's okie dokie. So I think Join Me is something that like you just got to get used to, and we have done. And once you have the app downloaded either on your phone, your iPad, or your computer, you're good to go basically.
Yeah. And I mean we've tried out a whole range of these screen sharing technologies, and in terms of the consistency of the quality, and then
this is the best one.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get to the point before you take 3 minutes to get that.
Yeah, I was going to go through a thesaurus of good words for Join Me, but I'm glad you cut me off because I could just feel my brain starting to really like click through words that have more than 4 letters.
Okay, right, guys, let me go back to where we were at. Oh, my wife's going to work now. Bye. Bye.
Gross,
okay.
PDA.
Okay, here we go. So we were going to show you the Lightbox widget, but this time we were going to use some HTML code in there. So get ready for this one, guys. It's about to get real complicated, but not really. So we're going to click the green one. Again, you will see here the Lightbox feature appears, okay? And we're going to click. And this time, instead of a banner, which would just work like an image or a GIF, as we've already shown you, we're going to put in custom HTML. Okay, and now what we have to do is we have to paste some code in there in order to, and you could do anything, by the way. You could do like some real cool appy type stuff. We'll talk about that in a minute. But for now, what I want to do is I want to have a lead capture form. So before somebody tries to leave my stage, I want an opportunity to connect with them on some way. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Jotform. A lot of people know that I use Jotform because it's really simple to set up. And here's one that we made earlier. I'm just going to show you this. This is Taylor Form, and we're just going to click Edit. Now, just to let you know, if you haven't used Jotform yet, have a play around with it. It's completely free. It's as simple as like a drag and drop, and just write in what you want to receive in terms of information. So really easy to use. In this case, we just want people's information: name, email, phone number. So what we do is we go up here to this thing called source code, okay? So we're going to click up to source code. And then instead of just copying and pasting that, we're going to go to embed options. And then we're going to go to iframe. Okay, so let me just repeat that. We're going to go to source code. We're going to go to embed options. And we're going to go to iframe. Okay? And that's basically the magic pathway to what we need to do here. You click on this and it's automatically going to copy it for you. So just to make sure, right mouse click and copy. Now I'm going to come back over to my campaigns, and in this box that I showed you a minute ago, we're going to paste that in there. Okay. Now, one thing that I've noticed with Jotform is they have a default height of 784 pixels. Okay, you can see that there. Hopefully this isn't going to be intimidating if you can't quite follow this. I'm just trying to make it look. That would still work fine. The copy and paste would still work fine. But I just want it to look, you know, as stylish as possible for you. And I found that a height of 400 at this point looks better. So I'm just going to hit backspace, 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 and I'm going to put 400 in there. And now I'm going to save it. Okay, so we've now saved that. The lightbox feature should work. What we need to do is come back to our live stage, and we're going to refresh the page. Okay, now when somebody tries to leave this website, what I want to see happen is my lead capture form to come up, just like it has done. And you can see that the height of 400 makes sense. It looks good.
If it was any more, it would override the link to the page.
Exactly. So that there becomes a live form that people can actually interact with and put in their information and all good stuff like that. And really, that's all there is to it on the lightbox feature. I think I'll probably leave that on because it's, you know, I really like it. Yeah, it's handy. Yeah. And again, just to show you, once you click away from it, and I'm just gonna mute this 1 second, guys. So once we've actually moved, once we've done it once and we move up here, again, no interruption whatsoever. That is how feature. Where does the information go once they fill it out? That is such a great question. Let me show you actually. So Jotform, we come here, and remember this is the Taylor Swift Jotform. You can create one for Vima or whichever company that you're associated with, whatever you want to promote. If you see emails here, this is the dead giveaway. Is like, where do we put the email? So what I do, at this one, I've just got a notifier. You're going to click that, and down at the bottom it says, so where is the information going to go? At the very bottom here, it says recipient email, ross@stage.com. So anyone that submits that form, I'm going to get an instant email saying I'm a big, and I can reach out to them and do whatever I want. So let me show you that in action. I could change this email address to anything and anyone. Has any requests for me to, you know, which option do you pick to create the form?
When you first go onto Jotform, it'll start you off pretty much on that blank.
So this is pretty much where you are when you log in. These are all ones that I've done, like a simple Vima one, Supercharged Network, the Taylor Swift, blah, blah, blah. These are the number of submissions that we've had. If you want to start from absolute scratch, hit create form, and you know, you can make it use a template that's already used or a blank form. So real simple. If you want to use a form, like duplicate a form, let's say for a friend, you know, you had a friend that's also in Vima. If you just click this and hit more, you have an option to clone the form. Okay. So what I do is I clone the form, and I just change the recipient email. So let's say, for example, I know Susan's in Vima. If she wanted a form like this, I would just change the recipient email to, you know, Susan@vima.com or whatever it might be, and then all the information would go through to her.
And then you just have to send her the code.
Yeah, and then you could just send the embed code. So we're here to help with regards to Jotform. It is easy, but if you don't know what you're doing, it can be quite intimidating. So that's what Bryn Schofield is here for. To make us feel safe and warm.
Nurturing.
Cool. Well, I'm guessing that we're going to open this up to some questions. You know, anything really, but ideally keep it Lightbox related or Jotform or Taylor Swift, whatever it might be. That
Taylor Swift guys.
So I'm going to unmute everyone now, and hopefully you are helpful and nurturing. Well, thank you very much. We feel the same way about you guys.
I've got a motherly aura about me, I've been told.
So
maybe.
So guys, I'm going to just leave it open to the floor now for any questions. Hello and welcome. Here we go. Someone's asking a Bear with me, guys. I'm going to mute this again. Okay, here we go. Viewer 3, what is the greatest benefit of Stage? Lead generation, traffic generation, or driving signups for affiliate revenue? Little column A, B, and C. For me, when someone asks me to describe Staged, I mean, I could talk forever, but I always find that there's three main pillars of what Staged is all about. And if you can understand these three and just say this to people, they're going to understand what it is. Number one is we give people the ability to build an online presence. And we do that through the Twitter builder. So we can build a following. That is number one. That's the most important one for me. Number two is we engage that following with social targeting, with relevant content. You know, it's almost the analogy that I've used recently is the Stage bot, and with correct social targeting, you can almost become like a chameleon. You know, you can just integrate into part of a community without having to go on there and create your own persona. You just go on there, post videos that people already love, and you're good to go. So number one is we build a following. Number two is we engage that following with relevant content. And the third and final pillar is we market accordingly to them. So if you are building a Twitter account in the fitness, you know, I would recommend selling fitness-related products and marketing fitness-related products to that audience. Same with whatever you're building, you know, whether it's, you know, horse riding products, you know, you'd probably get more success if you were engaged with a horse-related audience. So yeah, those three things is what it's all about. You know, we have people that want leads. We have people that want conversions. Wes Moore just did over $600 and something in sales the other day. He checked his emails and had $130 commission and freaked out this week. Believe me, this works. I always say to people, what Stage can absolutely guarantee is traffic. That, you know, that's not up for debate. It's happening for everyone. Look at people's dashboard results. People are getting followers and they're getting Stage views. Stage cannot guarantee conversions. That's not necessarily what the purpose of the platform is. Now, we want everyone to get conversions. We really do. And they are starting to happen more and more. But what we can guarantee is that we will have eyeballs on your marketing campaign. Yeah. If that campaign doesn't convert, you know, we've got, you or we together have to address what's going wrong, what's missing, why is the prospect not following through? And we have to get really creative, which is what we're actually doing with this Supercharged Network campaign. Yeah. It's taken me a long time to build it, but what we have is like, you know, we have stages that all link. So step one goes to step two, and then you can go back, and it's kind of, you know, it's probably the most complicated campaign that I've created.
Been working
so
on it for about a month
days.
Almost.
No, I mean...
Well, you first proposed the idea about a month ago.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I've started work on it.
I feel like you've been doing day and night. That's how often you talk about it.
So yeah, you know, I am working all the time on things and get money in people's pockets. Also really committed to that as a company, by the way. And I'm really, I shouldn't say, but I can't help it, is Stage are just on the verge of rolling out a things, not necessarily functional, but what we have is we're going to have in the back office a bunch of like sales funnels or capture pages that you can apply to your business. So they're like very general, and they'll allow you to capture people's information really effectively. So that's coming soon. Yeah. And then you know, other stuff that's coming soon is, I mean, the product is improving every single day. Yeah, it's pretty scary actually. So let me see. I tried the Jotform Lightbox code and it didn't work well. Glad to see the form with the iframe. Yeah, perfect, Wayne. That's how we started as well. We just used an embed code and it wasn't working for us, and then we realized it needed to have an iframe with it.
Yeah, it needs. The reason for it is because the Jotform embed code is Java, and Java isn't accepted by the Lightbox. It's only HTML, which iframe effectively converts Java into HTML.
Hey, viewer 3, I've been able to load up YouTube channels, but I'm having difficulty being able to handpick specific videos. I get an error message on the URL because it's not a valid user link. Okay. So, firstly, I understand what you're saying. Just to be totally clear on this, when you are creating a campaign and you are putting in your social targeting, for example, as we would look here. So we're going to click social targeting. This section here is not for individual YouTube videos. So if you put an individual video in, you will get an error message. This is all for channels. So if you look at every single one of these, it says user, okay? I think what you may want to do is have related videos, or check out my other videos, I should say. So like here, you can have any videos that you want. You can actually hand pick them. And we have a really great training video on that. It's about 6 minutes long. And I promise you, if you watch it, not only will you laugh at Bryn, but you'll also know exactly how to do this. So the example I always use for this is my friend, which one was it now? I think it was, whoops, I totally can't remember. It was, he did a really nice looking music-based campaign, but of course I can't find it. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Maybe that's my, oh, I know why it's not, because it's not my account, is it? Yeah, anyway. So basically, I would show you this, but essentially the point that I'm trying to make is like, for your social targeting, it has to be a channel. For the check out your other videos, you can put anything in there. And, you know, just like this one here, they are my sort of, okay, so I'll check out the training video. Cool, thanks. Well, if you need that, just send us a message and we'll resend the link.
Definitely on the Facebook user group as well.
Yeah. What does this say? Okay. How do you know that you didn't just follow them that day? Also, what percentage should you unfollow? No, that's a great question, and it's one of those things as well that there's no necessarily right answer. Basically, what's happening is when you like the way that we do it is 6 days a week we follow, and 1 day a week we unfollow. So for 6 days of the week, we're building up at least 100 a day. And on that 7th day, so for example, today actually I'm doing my unfollowing. Yeah. You can unfollow as many as you want. I unfollow everyone that isn't following back. Yeah. In this case today, in fact, you can see I unfollowed 1,000 people. Big job. Big job, that big clicking job. Got carpal tunnel. No, but it's, you know, Twitter aren't strict on unfollowing people. No. So you basically just want to unfollow everyone that is dead wood to you. Yeah. And now I like doing it because now for the following week, when I'm starting to follow people, I start off on a positive ratio. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to look a lot cooler than I actually am on Twitter. Yeah. And in relation to the part, Susan, I think it's Susan who asked the question, where you asked, how do you know the people that you've just followed the day before? You kind of, you don't know. No. And to me, that's sort of just like part and parcel of doing the unfollowing. Like, some people are going to have 6 days to follow you back. Some people are only going to have 24 hours. Exactly. There's over 400 million people on Twitter. If, you know, the 100 people you follow one day and then unfollow them the next day, if they don't follow you back, you know, it's a collateral. I wouldn't worry about it. I would just keep on keeping on, and it's going to grow regardless. And when you're doing your following, like the next 6 days, you're going to get a different pool of people, because this is the way Twitter Builder works. Is it's pulling out the basically the most active members on Twitter. So they're the people that you want to engage with anyway. Yeah. You know. We had one more question, I think. Cool. Let me see. I heard that the unfollows start with the oldest request. Well, if that's true, that's even better. Yeah. Yeah. But I still have a clear out every Sunday. Yeah, me too. I don't know another system that would work. Like, I can't quite. Would I leave like 100? I don't know. Like. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we'll have to confirm that viewer 3. I'm not too sure, because I don't know if it does it chronologically, because that would be the first thing. But I mean, yeah, we can check, and you know, I always say that understanding like certain parts of stage is like my Everest. It wouldn't change my behavior, I think, for unfollowing. No, just 1 day a week unfollow the holy smokes out of everyone, and then go and build up that following during the week. And it's cool if you start to just take a notepad and be like, okay, so last Sunday I was at 400 followers. This Sunday I'm at what am I at? 918 followers, whatever it might be. Like if you start to really think about how your account is growing, it's pretty amazing. All right, cool. Thanks a lot, Brett. I appreciate your time, bro. So
go listen to some Taylor Swift.
One last question. Here we go. Can we touch on hashtags? Yeah, absolutely. So we will see Google Plus added soon in social. That would be awesome. I think they're working on a few different social platforms as well. But yeah, just I always say it. This platform is a baby, but it's going to be a giant. And I fully believe, like, out of all the systems I've seen, Staged just has everything, and it's just like so relevant in today's world as well, with social media and video content and stuff. Okay, hashtags. How can we touch on hashtags? Cool.
I think at the top if you go up a little bit on the messages, you'll see that he actually said in the bio. So do you mean in the bio for the Twitter accounts themselves?
Yeah. Okay, so that's actually a really good question. So basically, you probably already know this. You can put in 2 hashtags that the Stage bot will post with every single stage that it posts to your Twitter. So always worth having that, because it's just going to get extra traffic if somebody searches on Twitter. And then, of course, what you can do is when you're actually on Twitter, an extra way to get like, I think the best example of this will probably be like one of Hayden's. Like, let's go and see what Hayden's up to, because Hayden is like an actual social media ninja. So okay, so this is a great example. His individual account has got 12,000 followers. Guy's a beast. Okay, so follow me to get hashtag inspiration, hashtag fun, and what's the most powerful social media hashtag video ever here. And then he has a link to it. So that for me is a perfect bio. It's got 3 hashtags of, like, big words. If someone types in inspiration on Twitter, that is going to happen. Click on the link. This is going to take me, no doubt, to one of his stages where it'll be a full stage platform demo. There you go. So this is what Hayden is putting on there. And it looks like he's got the background as the secret. But yeah, this is worth doing.
Just tweeted as well.
Guys, the guy's an absolute animal. Look, and he's always hashtagging, always getting extra traffic.
Yeah.
So like if we hit the hashtag for inspiration, it's actually a live link, and it's going to take you to everything on Twitter that has hashtag inspiration.
Yeah.
So, you could stumble across Hayden's Twitter account by typing in inspiration.
Yeah, so that's not only going to show up tweets that have inspiration as a hashtag, but also accounts, and obviously...
Well, you can look at the people here that have inspiration there, and no doubt Hayden will be one of them. Well, it won't show you now because we came from him, but I bet if you didn't come from him, he'd probably be at the top. The related text at the bottom of the staged page. Which stage page? Hayden's? Let me see. Let's go back to the link. I'm guessing you mean Hayden's. If you follow those people, it doesn't count against your 100 for the day. No, definitely don't worry about stuff like that. If you follow, a few extra people with inspiration in the title, it's really not a big deal. From Twitter, no, it's not a big deal. But no, if you follow, you can't like follow 100 on the Twitter builder and then go and follow 1,000 from Twitter, because basically it's all the same conversation. It's like Twitter. So it's not Staged that would ever ban you or get you in trouble. Like, it doesn't bother us, but it's but it's Twitter that actually has these compliance rules that we have to stick to. So I think someone said, look at the related text. This is obviously this is cool. This is all of Hayden's various tweets and stages and stuff. Stage demo.
And he's so onto it.
Yeah, the guy is, he doesn't miss anything. And that's actually just going to take you straight to a tweet that has a link to probably another stage. What's the best way to use that section? I don't know, because right now I haven't used it. But that's something that we could potentially cover next week.
Yeah, I think we'll do a training on that. Probably the intermediate training, because it's not dealing with any coding or things like that.
Cool.
So I think next Friday at 3 p.m. viewer 3, if you could tune in, we'll cover that in depth for you. Really brush up on it so we can get everyone on the training to Hayden level using that related text.
So what is the best way to use that section? Like we said, we'll cover that next week, guys. So Sunday afternoon is a time for family and soccer and NFL and things like that. So guys, thank you so much for your time. We honestly appreciate it so much. And then, don't be afraid to go explore. Like, we don't know everything. We're learning every single day, and I encourage you guys to go out and don't be afraid to fail and just make some dumb stages. God, I do all the time.
Yeah. Just mess around with it. Like as Wayne said, he tried out the Lightbox feature before, we even did this training, and sort of got some bounce backs, some coding issues, but he's experiencing it. So when he gets to the stage where all he has to do is change the code to be an iframe, he's there. Failure. Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Have a great remainder of your weekend, and we will see you this week. And if we're not friends on Facebook, let's make sure that we are.
Yeah, add both Bryn and Ross, and join the group, comment on the group, etc., etc.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.